Life isn't easy, and it shouldn't be. If you don't learn to struggle, you won't be able to deal with failure and deal with things that are gonna happen. And I've hit the pavement and scraped the side of my face 10,000 times, and like the only person that I could pick myself up was me, or deal with this very, very grueling schedule, which I absolutely love. And it's not like no one's putting me in it. Like when I do 250 or 300 shows a year as a DJ, it's because I want to be in it.
Do you know why it's a hard time being a DJ? The controller is a plastic toy you found on Amazon for the cost of a burger combo. Its jog wheel's still gummy from someone else's ambition. Yet when the LEDs blink and the kick drum snaps in your headphones, the universe collapses into pure pulse. 4 bars looping like a secret handshake only you and the music understand. That feeling burrows inside you, hooks deep, and suddenly silence is intolerable. From here on, you measure life in BPM. The honeymoon ends the moment you leave those 4 walls. Clubs barely covers gas money, let alone rent, and the exposure promoters promise can't keep the lights on. So you say yes to anything with a power outlet. Dive bar karaoke nights, corporate holiday parties, a 10 a.m. wedding brunch where Auntie Christine keeps requesting ABBA. Each gig steals a little magic, until the only part of the rider you're sure the venue will honor is the warm tap water. Touring sounds like it's the dream, until you actually live out of a suitcase. You learn every airport like a second language, memorize the smell of a Greyhound bathroom at dawn, and get used to sleeping upright so the backpack full of cables never leaves your sight. The tour bus you imagined is really a string of 4 a.m. rideshare receipts and having to park in dark areas during the afters. When friends back home post Sunday brunch selfies, you're sleeping into the all day because the last night went into the afters. And then you realize it's already 7 a.m. at that point.
You discover that being a DJ makes you invisible until you mess up. One mistimed drop, one trash transition, and 100 smartphones pivot toward the booth, ready to post on their stories your train wreck. Nobody records the hours you spend fine-tuning playlists, color-coding cue points, or side-chaining kicks so they punch without swallowing the vocals. But when the headliner's plane gets delayed and you're asked to stretch your set by an hour without playing the same track twice, everyone assumes that's easy because you're just hitting play, right? Money? If you break down the check by hours worked, you realize a middle schooler babysitting on a Friday night earns more. Paid-in drink tickets is a meme until you need bus fare back to the hostel, and the bartender swears the comp policy doesn't cover soda. You keep a spreadsheet of gigs that still owe you, color-coded by how awkward the follow-up email will be. The cells glow neon red. Then there's the algorithmic chokehold. Every booking agent wants proof you can pull streams, rack follows, crack TikTok's secret code. You might spend months sculpting a sunset house mix that could levitate souls, but if the clip doesn't pop off in the first 6 hours, it sinks. You start questioning your own taste. Do you craft journeys or chase thumbnails? Because club owners don't want risk. They want reposts. You wonder whether artistry can survive when going viral is the cover charge. Pressure shadows you like bass feedback. Some manager in an ill-fitting blazer reminds you that there are 10 younger DJs with cheaper rates and bigger Reels metrics ready to take your slot. You watch newcomers skyrocket on one novelty remix while you juggle invoices, mental health, and a half-dead laptop battery that can't survive an encore. When you finally land an A-list festival appearance, your set time gets buried at 2 p.m. Bright sun, zombie crowd, mandatory brand integration visuals on the LED wall behind you. Still, that logo looks great on the poster, so people assume you're rich now. Offstage, tinnitus whispers bedtime lullabies and your spine protests every loadout. Gear becomes your second rent. Every paycheck vanishes into firmware updates, replacement styluses, USB-C adapters that evaporate on dark stages, and hotel fees because artist housing turned out to be a futon in the janitor's closet. You learn to solder because a single broken RCA jack can decapitate a set. You learn to smile through sinus infections because canceling means forfeiting half your fee and good luck getting rebooked. And oh, the requests.
Someone waves an iPhone flashlight in your eyes, slurring that the vibes would go crazy if you spin that one TikTok hook right now in the middle of your meticulously plotted deep house journey. Decline and you're rude. Comply and you derail the room's pulse. Meanwhile, a promoter whispers that unless you push the energy, they'll cut your set short to squeeze in a surprise influencer cameo. The dance floor isn't yours. It's a tug-of-war between sponsors, algorithms, and people who think you're a human jukebox. Still, you persist, because somewhere between the hiss of a cheap smoke machine and the grind of a 12-hour travel day, there's that singular instant when the room's heartbeat syncs with yours. The shy kid in the back unclenches his shoulders. The couple arguing over text suddenly dances like they just got engaged. A drop lands so perfectly the floor levitates, if only in spirit, and every hardship flips into fuel. In that razor-thin pocket of time, all the mist, sleep, and background noise dissolve. Control replaces chaos, and the booth becomes the one place you can breathe. Seasons blur. Trend cycles compress. You watch entire subgenres hatch and die on SoundCloud before your tax forms arrive. AI promises infinite remixes, and someone will inevitably claim the DJ is obsolete. Yet, you keep crate digging, layering harmonics, and chasing transitions so smooth they feel like exhaling. Some nights you're wallpaper to tequila shots, other nights you crack open something transcendent. When the lights snap on and a stranger grabs your hand, eyes bright with unsaid gratitude, you pocket that moment for the next time self-doubt parks on your chest. Eventually, the ceiling lowers until it skims your headphones. There might never be a headline slot at Tomorrowland, no signature sample pack bearing your tag, and certainly no steady benefits package. But there's still the small room, the battered mixer, the group of regulars who trust you to guide them somewhere timeless for a few hours. You cue the next track, align grids by ear because you still don't trust the sync button, and let the bass roll. Slow, deliberate. You're not background noise anymore. You're the invisible engine everyone suddenly hears. That's the irony. It's tough to be a DJ, until the exact second it doesn't. Until the groove locks, the crowd roars, and every setback flips into a reason to keep chasing that perfect beat. You might limp to the hostel afterward, pockets light and ears ringing, but the music remembers. The regulars remember. And deep down, you do this because in the booth, always chasing that high, even if the paycheck isn't what you're hoping for. The friends you made along the way is what makes this journey as a DJ so worth it. The many hours that people don't see, the seasoned DJs will know the effort you put in your craft. If you want to show support for this channel, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe. Being a DJ is a lifestyle that only a few can really appreciate, and you are one of them. Until then, this is Cinema Roller.